And welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Episode 9. I have to say, Garrus.
You always see a few civilians hanging around the academy.
Oh yeah, you're seasick, that's right.
About some problem or other.
And that is very, very quiet. Although that's mostly just the speaking part that's quiet, isn't it? What do you mean my description skill is too close? Whatever, we'll come... I mean... I presume this isn't going to be our only trip to the Citadel. So... What am I even supposed to be doing anyways? What do you mean seemed, though? Oh, I guess then we'll go to the markets, right? Pretty sure that's where Chorbin was. I did not go the right place. Should I be keeping on doing that? What in the world is this? Maybe it's just an empty room. Starships, cruisers. Why are those the same exact picture? Cruiserweight starships are the standard combat unit encountered away from large naval bases. The poor but bloody infantry of most fleets. Nimble scouting frigates have neither the punch nor the stamina to stand up to serious combat. Mighty dreadnoughts are a strategic resource carefully hoarded and committed to the most critical battles. Cruisers perform routine independent show the flag patrols in settled systems and lead flotillas of frigates in small engagements such as pirate suppression campaigns. In major fleet engagements, cruiser squadrons support the dreadnought battle line by screening their flank against enemies attempting to maneuver for a main gun bow shot from their vulnerable broadsides. Alliance cruisers are named after cities of Earth. And since they're not as important as dreadnoughts, or like, you know, as individual as dreadnoughts. Oh, because it doesn't mark it that I've read it. Yep, lower markets. You know an elevator I can use? I have gotten a good amount of the keepers though, like half of them-ish. This doesn't seem to be helping. I seem to be going lower. Never mind, but this is main seasick. Lower markets, please. I'm surprised, though, that they just straight up accepted the audio file and weren't like, how do we know that it's not tainted? Yes, I noticed. Chorbin? I think I saw Chorbin here anyways. We scanned you then. Oh, where has my Solarian gone? There he is. Why are there a bunch of gunmen around him?
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are... You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have
Oh.
changed. It's not as bad as you think.
He was gonna
Commander.
kill them.
Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the
Because-
Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
And you want him
Why are you
dead?
trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone?
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Oh, right, that's right. Not playing Metroid Prime, I can actually... Sorry. Morlin. What? Oh. Swear I recognize that game from 3. And that name. He would still be in Seasick, probably. Maybe I shouldn't keep on turning weapons and stuff into Omnigel, because I can probably sell them. Decisions. Now to see if I can find... Wait, it was above, wasn't it?
I used to
Nope.
have an office here. Spent half my time doing paperwork.
Quarians aren't too popular with Citadel security. They think we're all beggars and thieves.
Oh, to docking bay is literally just right there. And I love how the, now I see the quest marker. I went to all the ways except the one that
Hello
would get me
again.
places.
Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Yes, you should. We have a lot of it for you. Wonderful. thought there was like a Spectre Academy in here. I guess not.
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel Security to pursue Saren, Garrus?
Fighting a rogue Spectre with countless lives at stake and no regulations.
you haven't
to
done
get in the
anything,
way,
Garrus.
I'd say that beats C-Sec.
I'm pleased that the imminent destruction of all organic life has improved your career opportunities.
What? But that's right. Do you guys actually have the same clearance as I do? That's a good point, because I'm the only one who's a Spectre, not you two.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer
I
of
don't see the Normandy.
The ship is yours now.
Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him.
Yeah, we already
We
went
know
over
what
this.
he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved,
Oh, yeah.
but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20
No, you
years
can't just be
ago.
the captain of the ship.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres.
He killed a bunch of people.
She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
What are Batarians?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I
And they
think
got
Saren
everything
detonated it
exploded?
on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre.
Because he can't take the blame.
Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city.
Stop.
Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only
Except it's
form
in
of
the intro and
citadel
apparently we
authority
ignore it.
Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Research. Research.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the
I think the
Skillian
best thing to do,
much to the dismay of the Batarians,
oh yeah,
who
normally
had
it's
been
right there,
developing the region for several decades.
would be probably not stir up the hive at Noveria.
The Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge
there
a
I get my
zone
lore.
of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skillian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen
always
in
a thing as
Citadel
well?
space. Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta cluster. 2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean aqueduct systems. The dead cities, while in good condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Pharos to thoroughly explore the ruins. The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population. Noveria is a cool, rocky world with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Noveria Development Corporation Holding Company. The
That seems
NDC
really
is funded
unstable.
by investment capital from 24 high
Cool.
technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The investors built remote hot labs in isolated locations across Novaria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Novaria is tech or exempt from council law. By special arrangement, Citadel's special tactics and reconnaissance agents have been granted extraterritorial
Isolated.
privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the executive board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, it is understandable that Novaria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories.
I guess we'll find out. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. See ya.